this is Jason Lee with NextLevelGuitar.com, and I'm back. And today I've got my late 90s Custom Shop Fender Vibrolux Reverb amp.
All one word.
All one word. It's a long beast.
It's a long, sexy beast.
Well, that's why they put dashes in the name. So anyways, let's get into this thing. This thing sounds really nice. Check it out. Some of the features that I really like about this amp, first of all, it's 40 watt. It's not 60, it's not 85 like the twin reverbs. It's a much a smaller size. It's pretty much what I'd have to guess is a little bit bigger than like a Fender Deluxe Reverb. But the nice thing I like about this is it has the tube reverb, and it's got the really nice vibrato built into it too. You've got 4 different inputs technically that you can use. So we've got right here our normal volume side, and just to let you guys know, on most of the Fender amps, your left input's going to be a higher impedance, technically a lower impedance, I mean higher volume, and then your second one's going to be lower volume, or like a softer kind of sound. So right now I want a little bit of softer sound because we're in the studio right now doing this, but right here I've got our bright side playing, I've got a reverb at about 5, and our vibrato speed at 4, and our intensity at 7 right now. So this amp's all tube. It's powered by 2 6L6s for the power stage, which give it a really clean kind of overhead sound. This one has all tube reverb and the vibrato built in, so everything's built into this amp. You can kind of take it on the go with you and play a gig, especially at low volumes, and it's a really great way to go. This amp's a 2 10-inch speaker amp as opposed to the 12-inch, so you do get a little bit of a tighter sound, great for Stratocasters, even hollow bodies or tellies. Anything pretty much. This amp can do rock, jazz, blues, country, and this has this particular model, which is the Custom Shop, does have the Jensen speakers in it, so it does have that really nice, tight, yet still kind of full sound. I'm going to play a few examples on my Stratocaster here. I'm just going to go from like the neck maybe to the bridge position, so you can hear the difference of what the amp's going to do. My EQing right now, because we're in the studio, I've got my bass all the way up, and I've got my treble kind of low, just to give it a little bit richer sound. So let's do that right now. There's our neck. I'm just going to hop all the way to the bridge again. And now I'm going to show you something kind of cool rhythmically that you can do. I've got my second position switch right now, and I'm just going to do some rhythm chords. You can see how warm this amp will get to. I've left everything the same. I'm pretty much just switching everything on my Strat. The amp itself does have a lot of articulation. Even leaving the knobs and everything the same, I can do a lot of different stuff, let alone with my pickups, even with my hand. I think the amp does complement quite well doing a Strat or a cleaner tone. Remember, this amp is an all-clean amp. There's no gain controller or anything on it, but the nice thing is, being 40 watts, you can kind of turn it up around 5 or 6 and it'll really get this nice bluesy grit. Granted, you're in the right place to use it at that volume, because it will still kick you in the stomach. So, you know, I'll strum at the bridge too and in the middle so you can hear the difference right now. To show you a little bit of versatility on this amp, we've added a real simple full tone OCD overdrive pedal to this. I still got the amp at low volume, so the clarity and the quality is still there, but with the pedal we're actually pushing it a little bit to give it a nice overdrive sound. Check it out. So as you can see, the amp still has really good quality. You can still hear the tube warmth and everything in it. But we've kind of pushed it a little bit with putting an overdrive right in the front end of it. So the amp's got killer tube reverb and built-in vibrato. I'm going to get into some quick examples what makes this amp this amp. So here's the reverb. I'm going to pretty much play two examples, one at about 4.5 and one kind of crank so you can hear it too. So here you go. We'll go up a little bit on the reverb now. Put about the 8 now. Alright, so we'll leave that where it's at. Now we can get into some really cool vibrato stuff. I'm just going to show you the fluctuation you can get right now. Here's that slow, drippy kind of vibrato you can get. Now I'm going to actually crank up the speed. I'm going to leave our intensity at the same at about 7, but let's crank this speed up now. There we go. So you can hear it, you can actually hear it's going twice as fast pretty much. By the way, everything's foot switchable on these amps. This particularly has the classic Fender VIB, which is vibrato, and REV, which is reverb. So that way, in the middle of my shows or right now, I can just turn everything on and off, and with vintage style. I hope you enjoyed this module, and make sure to check out the website. We've got over 700 videos, soon to be 800 video lessons on our site right now. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to play us out.